It's Monday, December 19th, and this is Drive Check, a Cardfight Vanguard podcast. Because Zach's a pretty boy. I mean, I wish you guys could be pretty boys, but not.
Oh, I am a pretty boy.
You can't have it all.
Sad boys.
Are you guys ready to go?
Yep.
I'm always ready.
One way or another.
One way. Oh, no.
You guys don't even know who sang that song originally.
Nope.
So let's just leave my disappointment at the door. Since I've already been in a bad mood today, and I just need to turn it around.
Okay.
So I got my beer. Do you guys have your beer?
I don't. I can go grab one if you'd like. I mean,
No.
what? I'm 18.
Yeah, you can't drink beer. You can only smoke weed. Wait, is that legal in California if you're 18?
It's 21.
What a ripoff.
You can get a medical card at 18.
Well, thank you for advising all of our California listeners of the proper procedures to follow.
You're welcome. You're welcome. What does that mean? You're recording?
Why? Of course, I'm always recording.
You know what that means? Well,
yeah, that means that is all going to get edited out. Chop, chop, chop.
The boys are back in town.
You either sing it yourself or it doesn't make the podcast.
Guess who just got back today?
Got back to what?
We've been away. We haven't had much to say.
Oh God! All right, make it stop. Make it stop.
The boys are back in town, Will. We're back.
This boy's always been in town, except for that week where I wasn't in town.
Ian Cole, the boys were back in town. I'm getting up close and personal with my
There you go. That's the way I like it.
There we go.
My lips are now touching my microphone.
That is perfect. Make love to the microphone. So, did you play some Dark Irregulars yesterday?
I did. I played Vanguard for the first time in like a month.
Who did you play with?
I played against, you see, in my absence, in going to school,
big waste of time.
I came back and there is all of a sudden a play group now with multiple people that play Vanguard. So my pal Eric, he ripped on me with the Dark Regulars. He outplayed me, which means he sacked me.
Oh, the sack is the worst.
Yeah, when you get beat down first stride, you can't really do anything.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was painful, but I learned from it, and how I coped with my feelings was I made him play a different deck.
What did you make him play?
After that he played. Well, after that we played a game of Dragon Ball Z, which I'm teaching him to play. So I made myself feel better, and then he played. What did he play? He was gonna play his Oracle Think Tanks, but he couldn't find them. He left them at home, so he played Narukami. That's what it was. The new VMAX deck.
Oh, I've got a Narukami story, but I'll save that for a little bit.
Would you say your story is shocking?
Yes. Haha. Much hilarity for the electric dragons of Narukami. Oh, Cole, have you had a chance to play any?
No. I haven't even looked in my deck.
Jack, go on with your tale of playing.
Well, I have gone fully over to the Flames of the Apocalypse. I saw
Spike Brothers.
Oh, when you see everything in the Shadow Paladin deck jump up in price, you tend to dump everything.
Everything in the Shadow Paladin?
All the expensive cards. I still have most of the deck, but like the grade 3s and the Phantom Blaster Diablos are gone because those were like 20. Those were like I sold them for like 16 each, I believe, because they're at like 18. They've been fluctuating. So, but I bought them for 5 each. So, got to drop those while I can.
Oh, wow.
So
Maybe
now I'm
I
building
need to
a
be selling some.
top secret new deck. That's a top secret.
Is it Spike Brothers?
Not.
I bet you it's Darker Regulars.
I'm not a disgusting human being, so no, it's not.
Is it Neo Nectars?
No, it's not actually.
All right, we can wear them down, Cole.
You guys can know. No, you guys can know. It's just off. It's off air.
Oh, the listening public is not allowed to know. That means it's Token Rambu.
Lead it. Oh no, I thought about it, but I didn't end up building them.
So I played some earlier this week with my coworker Alan and did really poorly. So I completely redid my deck on Saturday night, stayed up a little later than I wanted to, redoing my deck so that when I went to Vanguard League on Sunday that I'd have a shiny new deck that wouldn't lose to Alan available. And then I overslept on Sunday afternoon and didn't make it to Vanguard League. But Sunday night, super sad. Sunday night, Alan bought a box of Divine Dragon Caper, which is the set that came out this past week, and he pulled a Narukami SP pack.
What?
And since nobody plays Narukami,
I thought about it.
He's going to sell that and get all the money for his box back.
That's very smart.
He also got a Drag Wizard Morphesa, I think is the card's name.
That's the one card that I hate.
Why do you hate it?
Because it's so expensive and people are overhyping the prices of cards like they do every time.
Yes, every time.
What? So $60 isn't good enough for an SP? Is that too much?
What do you mean?
What?
$60 for an SP?
No. The Drag Wizard Morphesa is not the SP. She's just a triple rare.
There's one that is an SP.
Pack.
But the triple rare, okay. The triple rare has now gone down to, okay, Cole, we're now talking about Shadow Paladin cards. Get your stuff together.
Okay. All right.
Or leave it, or don't come at all.
Wow.
Fair enough. All right.
Cole is more delightful than you.
All right. So Drag Wizard Morphesa is the triple rare grade 2 for Shadow Paladins. And it is now floating around 2025. But right when the set dropped, people were asking like 30-35, which is ridiculous.
It's a really pretty card.
So it is a really pretty card, but it's not $35 pretty.
No, I think you're right there. But the entire SP pack I think is $76.
Yeah, that sounds about right because the Narukami, all those cards are pretty cheap. So that sounds about accurate for the. Yeah. That's probably the cheapest SP pack.
No, Spike Brothers SP pack.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. Spike Brothers. So Spike Brothers SP pack, and then it'll be the Narukami one.
Can you believe the SGR version of VMAX is only like $26?
VMAX is a good card.
Yeah, but that's the secret
but the thing
generation.
Yeah, but the whole thing about that deck is that it's fairly easy to counter. If you have a Vanguard central deck, your opponent can't really do anything because they need to have rear guards to put in your bind zone, and when they can't do that, then they can't get their skills off. But once that happens, like if you go in for it, it's like what happened to me when I was playing Narukami against Narukami yesterday. Was I went in for a big push and he ended up getting a heal trigger, so I couldn't finish the game off, and then since I went for a push, I had rear guards for him to bind. The rest of the game, I wasn't calling anything to rear guard so that he couldn't bind anything, so he couldn't use his skills. So then that was pretty scary. I barely pulled that game off. I had to 1-to-pass 2 of my, because VMAX attacks everything. So, and if it hits, then it deals 1 damage to me, and I was at 5 damage. So I had to 1-to-pass my Vanguard and 1-to-pass my rear guard that I had, and he didn't pull any triggers. So it was good.
Wow.
So yeah, but that deck seems like it could be good if there's if people start looking into building it more, like crafting the deck better. I don't know.
Well, the cards look pretty too because they've got all the lightning bolts and everything.
I love the art from this set. All of the cards I've seen are really pretty.
Well, I've been buying a lot of secret cards, and the art on those has been incredible, like absolutely stunning. And I can't talk about it. We can't talk about it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Super, super secret, beautiful art cards.
Same.
Oh, so
wait. Oh, I'll ask you after.
What? No, ask me now.
You have to edit this out then.
Maybe.
Well, I was going to ask about the specific cards. Which ones are you talking about?
Well, then I'm not going to tell you. Of course not.
That's...
Go away, you gadfly. Trying to have me divulge secret information
that I already know.
Well, then why would you ask?
I want to know the specific ones you're talking about. I know
all of them. They're all like, wow.
Yes.
All right, so we have topics to discuss, real Vanguard topics. Number 1, Divine Dragon Caper. As I said, out. You can go buy a box for $100.
No.
Maybe not $100.
Don't buy boxes if you're there $100. They're like $60, $55.
$60 for a box of Divine Dragon Caper. Get yourself some Aquafarce, Angel Feather AFs, some Spike Bros.
Are there angel feathers in this set?
There are angel feathers in that set, sir.
All right, AF. That's dirty AF.
Dirty AF. Yup. Shadow Pallies, Gold Pallies, but no Royal Pallies.
That's for the next set.
No, the next set has a selection from like every except for 2 clans. So
sorry, not revival, but set 10.
Set 10? Oh.
Yeah, set 10.
That's all the way in April? We don't get another full set until April?
Hey, no spoilers for what we're doing in the rest of the episode.
No, the rest of the episode's more special than that. We're just going to do a little rundown. Just because you and Cole couldn't be bothered to listen to that fantastic episode I recorded with Zach, and thank you, Zach, for filling in for these 2 slackers who actually cared about their education and getting good grades on their final exams, and yet failed to do so.
Let's not talk about that.
I could tell stories that would turn our listeners' ears bright red, and you guys dropped into silence.
With William Anderson.
Pull up a chair.
Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair because we're about to go. We're segueing in. Hey, you know, grades are important for the rest of your life. They mean the difference between getting a career and not getting a career. But you know what else is important?
I know that every day. What else?
Someone's future? Well, in the future, there's going to be some new sets released. And let's go over the future set releases.
All right. We're going to shotgun this one. We're going to machine gun Kelly it, even though I hate his earring that he wears. All right. January 6th.
Revival Collection.
What is Revival Collection?
It's reprints. Reprints.
And cards that have are new to the English.
Mostly reprints.
What is the most important reprint in the Revival Collection?
Probably Aura Geyser, I think.
Yes, Aura Geyser Doomed.
That was like what? Aura Geyser, the original Aura Geyser.
Oh, wait, Aura Geyser Dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, I get those two confused.
He was like he was approaching like $50 as a triple rare until the reprint got announced. Then he tanked to like 25.
What's he at right now?
25 still, I believe.
No, holding value for a couple of weeks more.
Yeah. So, February 3rd.
February 3rd.
Token Rambu.
We got 2 items coming out for Token Rambu, very similar to what we had just had happen in December. So you've got the theme deck and the title booster. It's been about a year since the last Token Rambu set came out. So do you think it's important to have cards from the previous set, or is this set going to be sufficient to build a deck from?
Well, I think you should probably, Like my one pal that I know that has Token Rambo, he has a play set of everything in the set, so he can build whatever he wants, and I'm sure he'll probably do that for this set too. So he can just build any Token Rambo deck.
Are they good? Is it a good deck?
It's a deck to contend with. It's a deck. It's a force to be reckoned with.
Has it ever topped anything?
It has not. But you see here the deck, like, okay, so this theoretical G format, if it were ever to be implemented, Token Rambo would be one of the top 2 decks by far.
Aha.
It's powerful. It's just being held back by some of the other dominant decks. But if it has it, I believe it's with this support, it'll be good enough probably to be a top deck.
All right. What else is coming in February? February is going to be a blooming month for Cardfight Vanguard.
Yeah.
Because you got Trial Deck 11, which is Divine Knight of Heavenly Decree, the
That's
Royal
why
Paladin. Yeah, that's why it's blooming. Yep. And then you got Trial Deck 12, Flower Princess of Abundant Blooming.
Flower Princess of Abundant Blooming. So is that more Asha?
Yep.
Have you guys seen any of the episodes of Next?
Like 4 of them.
You really?
If I said
okay.
yes, would you quiz me?
No, because I haven't seen any of them. 0.
All right, then yes, I've seen all of them 4 times.
Oh, wow. I will catch up to Next soon enough. I'm back on rewatching Gears Crisis right now.
All right.
So
you know what's you know March 3rd.
Okay. So let's have a revisit last week's episode. Why is March 3rd important?
Character Booster 1 try.
Incorrect.
That's not what?
You really didn't listen.
I'm sorry. You're right. I didn't.
And you guys don't know me.
It's Will's birthday.
It's the day after my birthday.
Close enough.
Listen in real time as my heart breaks over the internet. How old am I going to be? Of all people, you
29.
two should know.
18. 18.
See, are you comfortable with people knowing your age?
I have no concerns with people knowing my age.
Okay.
So does that mean you're concerned that people should know your age, or
all I know is get your own hotel for Gen Con. You guys aren't my friends anymore. Whatever. All right. March 3rd, character booster for Try 3 comes out. So that's going to be more support for Royal Paladins, more support for the Neo Nectars, and more support for the Gear Chronicles, because they're starved for support.
Oh yeah. And then March 24th, Character Booster 2. We are Trinity Dragon.
I'm so excited for that one.
Why? Because Oracle Think Tank?
Dimension Police. And then Fluffy Pandas. But
Fluffy Pandas, big bellies.
Did you see that new Laurel Stride, Cole?
Oh my gosh, yes.
What does the Laurel Stride do?
So
it was just the anime. Wasn't it just the anime effect, or was the card?
Yeah, it was just the anime effect right now, but they're kind of close. So if Laurel, I imagine it's a boost effect in there, not a boost, a burst effect in there as well. So if Laurel hits the Vanguard and deals damage, then all of your rear guards stand. But if Laurel does not hit, he stand. No. It's one of those two. I'm getting them confused, but
it's okay.
If Laurel does not hit, there we go. If Laurel does not hit, your rear guards stand. But if Laurel hits, he stands again.
Isn't Laurel a lady's name?
Commander Laurel?
Yes,
no?
Commander Laurel. I mean, wasn't it weird though? Wasn't it like only 6,000 plus?
I don't remember.
That's what I thought I heard people talking about, and I could be completely wrong. In which case, we will errata next week,
or at some point, because we're going to be talking about this set that's coming out in March for like the next 3 months.
You're right.
And you know what we're going to talk about for the next 4 months?
GBT10.
Yeah, because you know what that's going to have in it.
Yeah, if you wait, I can...
Gold Paladin.
It's going to have a reprint of the other Aura Geyser. They're reprinting both Aura Geysers.
Oh,
is
really?
it?
Yeah.
What? I don't think Doomed really needs a reprint, though.
Well, no, because it sells for like $3 on the internet.
But the clans that are in this set. Wait, no, it says Orgeyser regular dragon is reprinted.
In
So again,
10?
yeah.
So they're just gonna.
So they're reprinting it again, I guess. Oh man. There's that card. There's Wolfgang Liberator Garmor, and there's Galaxy Block Kruger, and then Blau Duncan Height, German something.
Gotta have those blouse.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Oh yeah. So this set includes support for Royal Paladin, Shadow Paladin, Gold Paladin, Tachikaze, Murakumo, Nova Grappler, and Neo Nectar.
Did you notice that Shadow Paladins are now getting a lot of support, and I didn't hear Gear
'cause
Chronicle on that list at all?
Well, they're a main clan now.
So is Gear Chronicle?
Yeah, but Gear Chronicle got Gear. Do you want Gear Chronicle to get more support? Really, Will?
Yeah,
Really?
I can't get enough of that Gear Chronicle.
You know what really grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears?
Gear Chronicles.
Oh, Zodiacs? Time
Yeah.
Beasts?
Time Leap more so.
All right, so what's our topic of discussion for this week?
Well, you see, it's Christmas time.
Is it?
Tis the season. Tis the season.
What about those of us who don't celebrate Christmas?
Tis the season for holidays, for holiday cheer. Merry Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and Feliz Christmas.
What about holiday misery?
Well, you can just go take your misery and direct it into a different outlet.
I'll take my misery where I want it to go, sir.
Well, you see, it's Christmas. It's holiday. It's the holidays. And
It's
this
the
is
end of
time-
the year.
we're gonna curl up. We're gonna curl up with our decks with a nice cup of cocoa by the fire in our robes. This just in. I got a message that said Ezel support is in GBT10. Cool.
Do you
Anyway.
actually have a bathrobe?
I do actually have a bathrobe.
Cole, do you have a bathrobe?
Nope.
I'm wearing it
Me
right now.
either. That's a little too bougie.
All right. Well, I wasn't done with my splurge. Anyways, we're gonna color up with our cocoa and our menorahs, and we're gonna celebrate the holidays with 5 questions about Cardfight Vanguard
Or
that have happened this year.
to be more rational and less holiday focused, seeing as we were at the end of the calendar year as prescribed
Well, you see,
by the scientists.
The episode is titled "Miracle on Episode 40th Street."
You titled it. I titled
If
it
it's not-
Misery on Episode 40th Street.
If it's not titled that in iTunes, I quit the podcast.
You know what? Plenty of dudes standing in line to take your place.
The boys are back in town.
Oh, so harsh. So this week we're going to do a look back from our own perspective at the 2016 in Vanguard, based on 5 questions that we thought of. And then next week we're going to do a look forward of what we would like to see in the coming 2017 year of Vanguard. So
Okay.
Hmm.
What about the week after that?
the week after that, the show's canceled. Except I
What
mean
about the week
program
after?
because we don't show anything.
What about the week after that?
The program will come back like a phoenix, reborn
What about
from the fires.
The week after that. The Flames of the Apocalypse.
Yes, and nuclear destruction, no more internet, no more podcasts.
Is that what happens when the clock turns to the next year?
Yep. Everything gets burned down.
All electricity goes out. All the electronics don't know
Wait,
how
did
to
you ever
change.
see that episode of the new
2000.
Twilight? Did you ever watch the new Twilight Zone from the 80s, not the one from the
No,
60s?
I've only seen the older ones.
So there's this one episode from the new Twilight Zone where it's like this woman, basically every moment in time is like built and constructed, and for some reason she fails to move on to the next moment. So she's like standing there and all of a sudden they start taking apart everything. and she's kind of like stuck and never gets to move forward in time, and they deconstruct her house and everything so that they can use it as resources for a later moment in time. It's pretty good.
That
Okay.
sounds pretty cool.
Anyways, Vanguard, a year in review.
There you go.
Will
right.
and Cole, or Cole and I don't know what's happening. How are we doing this?
Well, I think, Jack, you should start with what is your favorite set of the year?
My favorite set of the year, because I asked Cole earlier and he said the Legend Deck 2 doesn't count as my favorite set.
Why not? That's a set.
Because it's a trial deck. It's a trial deck. So
no,
it doesn't
that's a
count.
set. That counts.
Yeah, it's a okay. Well, if it counts, then my favorite set is the Legend Deck 2, the Flames of the Apocalypse. If it does not count, then it's going to be Technical Booster 1, Reckless Rampage.
Reckless Rampage? Nobody liked that.
Well, you see, here, I like it for a couple of reasons. First off, Spike Brothers are a cool clan. Second off, it kind of was a glance into the future of Vanguard and how they were going to start giving undersupported clans more support, and I enjoyed that, and what the technical boosters have done for the game so far.
And also keywords.
Keywords.
All right. Well, Cole, what was your favorite set of the year?
My favorite set is Glorious Bravery of Radiant Sword.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that one that was like kind of dirty.
Oh. That was fun. No, I like this one because of all the clans that I liked that were in it. And it was also really fun to actually make a Grand Gallop deck. And plus, support for Gurgwit. I might not like to play it, but I sure do like the way that card looks. Or that character card? I guess he's a character because he's got.
Yeah, Gurgwit's got character.
Yeah, I really like the way that he looks
He really builds character.
with a radiant sword
Ayo.
of sunlight.
That could be taken. Okay. Anyways,
Get your mind out of together.
Will.
Yes.
Will.
What was my favorite set of the year?
What was your favorite set of the year?
That's a tough call because I certainly bought, I'm gonna have to say, 4 boxes of Moonlit Dragonfang.
How lit was it?
Oh, it was lit. Let me tell you. Actually, I can't tell you legally. But my actual favorite set, I think I'd have to say Absolute Judgment, just because there were so many cards in that set that I wanted. And it had my 2... Well, okay, so right, Moonlit Dragonfang had Exlix Messiah, which, pretty sweet card. I still haven't determined how I feel about Flagellate Messiah. I mean, I'm trying to love that dude. Still haven't been able to make it work. But Absolute Judgment has Lady Battler of the Black Dwarf, which is my... Well, we're not there yet, but I'm very happy that card exists. And it also has the is it Pulse Monk of the Quaking Foot that I've been driving people crazy with? It just got the right, for me, the right Link Joker support to make things fun again, to drive people crazy, lock things in different ways. So, and it also had, it had all the Grand Blue stuff in it for Cole. It had all the Neo Nectar stuff. I mean, Absolute Judgment was just a great set this past year. It had so much support for a lot of different things. So,
Dude,
that was my favorite set of the year.
solid set.
Solid 10 out of 10.
So, are you emceeing here, Mr. Jack?
I guess so. So favorite card of the year, mine would have to be Dragonic Overlord of the Legend.
What does that one do?
Well, you see, I should know this, but I'm going to look it up just to be sure that I don't get it wrong.
Did you know that there were 11 booster sets that came out last year, and 4? Or was it more? No, 5 decks as well, like trial decks and legend decks,
And then what about this year?
card decks.
Well, yeah,
Sorry,
that's why I'm so
2016.
shocked that we're not getting a booster set. We're getting one in January and then one in April. It's such a huge break.
Well, we are getting a lot of other stuff though.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, other
We're getting
stuff is
two
not
character
booster
boosters.
sets.
We're getting 3 character boosters, or 2 character boosters and a token Rambo booster.
Plus the revival collection.
Well, I'm counting that as a booster set. That's why I said
And then
January
3
and April.
And then 3 trial decks. So quit your whining, and let's listen to this legendary card. Activated ability. Once per turn, Generation Break 2. Counterblast 1, choose a grade 3 or greater Flame Dragon from your hand and discard it. Until the end of the turn, this unit gets plus 15,000 grade plus 15,000 power. Grade +1, drive +1. And once per turn, choose 3 cards from your hand and discard them. At the end of the battle, that this unit attacked the rear guard. You may pay the cost. If you do, stand this unit. And then Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you can pay the cost. If you do, you look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, and you search for 1 Flame Dragon from among them, reveal it to your opponent, put it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. This card is so good, and this card is so cool looking, and the art is so cool, and the Flames of the Apocalypse are awesome. That's why it's my favorite.
It's super
It becomes a
sacky.
stride. That's so cool. It becomes a stride. You don't need to stride, it just turns into one.
Yeah, super sacky.
It
All
allows
right.
you to run. It allows you to run more things in your actual stride deck that would do similar things to this. You don't have to run those anymore, and you can run more techie stuff.
I'm just so tired of Kagero getting all the support. It just makes me ill.
We haven't gotten support since the Legend deck.
Blah, blah, blah.
Well, you had Titan.
Oh yeah, well, what is that? 1 card, and that's not even the Dragonic Overlord. Dragonic Overlord is its own clan, and then Kagero is a separate clan.
Okay. What about when did Denial Griffin come?
Oh, you're right. We did get set 6 or set 7. Either way,
But then that other G guard, right? Don't they have another G guard that's pretty good?
it's okay. It's not great. That's besides the point. That doesn't support Dragonic Overlord directly. I want my more Overlord support.
Did you have any other cards that you fell in love with this year?
Denial Griffin.
To be honest, I think we've all fallen in love with Denial Griffin.
Denial Chicken.
I think that's possibly would be a contender for the absolute best card of the year.
I would agree with that statement. Hey, good question. Cole.
Yeah.
What's your favorite card of the year?
My favorite card, I've actually got kind of a few. I'm only gonna rattle off like 3 of them. They're all Night Rose cards. So we have the actual.
I asked your favorite card, not your favorite cards.
Okay, so
I'm just kidding.
Ghosty King.
Well, the problem is that we
Ghosty
have
Great
5
King
questions, and 2 of them are like, one is, what are your favorite cards? And the next one is, what's your favorite card? Well, that doesn't work so well.
You're correct. So we really have 4 questions.
Best-
Well, I guess best card to come out this year.
I said best card. You might not like it, but you think it made a strong impact on the game,
True.
such as Denial Griffin.
Denial Griffin is
all
also
right.
my favorite card.
Yeah, so
One of my favorite.
Ghosty Great King Obadiah is like, if you're playing Night Rose specifically, I haven't even looked into if you would use it in 7 Cs much, but he's great because he's your first stride generally, and if you don't have what you want in your drop zone, you can throw him out, and then he lets you pick 3 cards from your deck and add them to your drop zone. If 2 or more of them have the hollowed term, you get to call 1 normal ghosty card unit from your drop zone in the same column as this card. So it's a pretty neat combo where if you have Grenache or if you have Peter the Ghosty out, you'll call Ghosty King Obadiah, and then you'll retire, say, rear guard right behind it. So generally it's Grenache. So you'll retire them, then you'll put in a normal Ghost unit. I like to go for my Stride Fodder because it's got 7,000 power, and it also has the ability to boost. So there's that. But if you had Peter in your drop zone, you can throw that on as well. So there's some pretty neat combos that you can have with Obadiah, and he's basically your get what you need into your drop zone kind of card, and I like him a lot. And he's super cute. So that was Ghosty King Obadiah. Then we have Grenache, which I've talked about Grenache enough, but when he's retired, yeah, what?
No, I'm just laughing.
Yeah. So when Grenache is retired, you can countercharge 2, and then actual Night Rose herself has her GB. I'm just going to talk about her GB2 ability. So GB2 once per turn, mill 3, and then you can put if a rear guard was retired due to hollow at the end of your turn, you can call it back, and then it's still in the hollowed state. So then it gets sent back again. So it's easy combo with Grenache, and so then you can ultimately countercharge up to 4 times, which resets you because this deck is very counterblast heavy. Those are my 3 cards.
All right, so my favorite cards of the year.
Wait, I didn't ask you yet.
Oh,
Will.
Yeah.
Chair.
Do you want me to pull up a chair?
What are your favorite cards of the year?
So my favorite cards of 2016 would include such wonderful cards as, well, I don't know. I was looking at Moonlit Dragonfang, and even though that came out in English in 2016, technically it came out in Japan in 2015.
Well, do you play English or Japanese game?
A little of both.
Wait, do you play English or the Japanese game?
I play English version.
There you go.
I don't speak Japanese.
2016.
I mean, there's so much about Moonlit Dragonfang that I truly love, but I have actually started to move some of those cards out of my deck, and I've been replacing them with things. So I have said Lady Battler of the Black Dwarf. She's a very simple card. After she attacks, hit or miss, she can lock, for 1 counterblast, she can lock herself and give 5,000 power to any other card on your field. Very generous of her. And sets herself up for an unlock with one of your great Messiah cards. But the one that I've had a lot of fun with is Drill Monk of the Fiercefoot, who is a grade 3 that, honestly, you never want on your Vanguard circle. But he does what the old Lady Battler of the White Dwarf used to do. Or not Lady, I'm sorry. Wow, I'm getting all their names mixed up. Lady Gunner of the thing. But the one who was, when you place her, you would lock one of your own to lock one of theirs. So, Drill Monk of the Fiercefoot, you place him, you can lock one of yours, and they have to lock one of theirs. And then you can lock another one in the same column as another one of yours in the same column as the one they lock. So basically, you lock 2 for their 1, which is basically what you want to do for Messiahs, because those locks power up your Messiah attacks and give you all kinds of boosties and good stuff like that. And the nicest thing about that, do you know what the nicest thing about that ability is? Cole, Jack?
What?
No ideas? No concepts? No clues?
I haven't played Link Joker since I played you.
It's not GB restricted.
Ooh.
So you can do it
Chaos Break.
The minute that you hit grade 3. You go right ahead and you start locking up dudes, start locking up their field. So I've actually been building towards a Link Joker deck that has fewer and fewer GB restrictions to see what I can get away with. Which is lots and lots of fun.
Very interesting.
I think favorite Vanguard thing to have happened this year?
Wait, no, let's pick our absolute favorite card of the year. I would have to say Denial Griffin. I think every clan deserves something similar to Denial Griffin.
But Denial Griffin is what I picked too.
We can have the same choice.
Yeah,
I picked Denial Griffin because of those reasons and because it's Kagero and it looks awesome.
What do you pick, Cole?
Actually, no. I changed my mind. The best card, honestly, the card that has done the most for a deck is probably Titan, Blademaster Titan. Because Kagero went from a very bad uncompetitive deck, and then because the problem that Kagero had was they had early game and they had late game, but they had no mid game, they had no sustain that they could use to kind of carry themselves through the game to the end game with their big finishers. And Titan one card was able to give Kagero kind of a mid game away to like stall out and pressure your opponent. And it blazes, so it's pretty cool. 420, yeah,
Yeah, we're all about blazing around here.
It's blazing, yo.
So what did you pick, Cole?
I was gonna say Denial Griffin as well, but if I'm getting hate for that, I'd probably go with Dismal.
Dismal! Is Dismal a 2016 baby?
It is.
Yep.
That
was a
card is
Fighters
real
collection.
pretty.
Just barely,
Yeah.
but it is.
Because the eyes kind of like glow when they look
How
at
was
you.
it just barely? It came out in the Fighters collection in the summer, right?
I thought it was the Winters one.
No, because this is when G guards were first introduced.
Just kidding. Dismal. Dismal and Scryu are both really good too. Sabreeze is really good too.
Oh, yes, a breeze.
Because Sabreeze also kind of broke the grade 2 rush game, and it kind of hurt a lot of decks just by coming out, and it kind of fixed the balance of the game.
And yet
just by
people are
itself.
still playing rush decks.
Yeah, they're playing grade 1 rush decks now instead of grade
Yeah.
2 rush decks.
I can't wait for the grade 0 rush triggers all the time.
Oh no, just a field full of triggers.
Well,
Oh.
you can only play 16 triggers, so
True. Can you how many non-trigger grade 0s could you have in a deck?
you could have as many as you want.
Yeah.
But I mean, how many? I guess there have been quite a few starters and whatnot.
Yeah, you could just play a deck with all starters. You could just pick whichever starter you want to start out with.
Huh.
And yeah, the older a clan is, the more options you'll have for forerunners.
True. Huh. That's gonna be fun. I can't wait for someone to make that.
That's
Favorite thing,
never gonna happen.
favorite Vanguard thing to happen this year.
The
I have two.
Gold
So.
Paladin Rush deck.
Grade 1 rush that I came up with myself. Yes.
The super secret grade 1 Gold Paladin Rush deck that Jack came up with in a dream.
So good. It's the best. If you lose to it, if you beat it, you're a cheater.
Yeah, because it's that good.
So good. Cole, what's your favorite thing to happen? I wish I picked a joke one, but mine is serious, and now I'm sad.
Mine would be, it's not entirely Vanguard related, but meeting Will at Gen Con.
Aww.
That's
Oh,
not Vanguard
so
related.
cute.
That's
We play-
cheesy.
That's
we played
so
Vanguard.
cute.
That's
Aww.
true. And
Aw,
we
I'm
had
gonna play
cheese
Vanguard.
curds.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick something even more
And we
cheap.
met a lot of
You're not ready for this. Starting this podcast with my bros.
I was gonna say that too.
Aww.
You guys are
Vanguard. No. Okay, for the game itself, probably G Guardians.
Yeah. And I was gonna say basically the revival of Grand Blue. I know Seven Seas were
They're-
before, but
they're
it
not-
exploded.
They're not rival. They're all dead.
Oh, they are all dead. They're,
How are they
they're so
alive
dead
if
they're
they're-
undead.
So the resurrection of Grand Blue as a
The resurrection,
viable
yeah.
clan.
Just
Yeah.
like Christmas is the celebration of the resurrection. It's not. Don't quote me on that.
It certainly is not.
Nope.
Oh, and
So
then
wait.
other than that-
My
So-
favorite
okay.
Vanguard thing that happened this year.
you already said it.
What I said a joke. The real
No, you think that deck is a joke? Is that what you're saying to me?
yes.
You think my life's work, my life's accomplishments, my life's dreams is a joke?
Yes.
Pull up a chair, sir. I have some talk. We have some talking to do.
Well, we'll do that after we're finished recording. My favorite thing is the expansion of the G Zone to 16 cards.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, yeah.
Do you remember when that happened?
Yep. I'm
Everyone-
still totally remembering it as 8. Wow.
Could you imagine trying to fit all these cards into an 8-card deck?
Singles of everything. Just so you can have a variety.
All right, I think we're probably all going to be unanimous on this question. But strongest deck of the year? I think it's the year of the gear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eh, is that the strongest deck, or did it just have the strongest players?
It's definitely a very unfair deck. You don't have
Yeah.
to be that good at this game. When you see the strongest players when stuff other than Gear Chronicle is topping.
I was just gonna say that's the secret. Gear Chronicle, just with all of its shenanigans, it's just way too hard to
Year
to
of the
beat.
Gear.
So, yeah, hopefully this exuberant support for Gear Chronicle is over, and it's going to be exuberant support for Shadow Paladins, and they will be topping everything for the next year, because I'd be happy with that. I like to see the Dark River water drinkers of the Abyss win.
I'd like to see Tachikaze win everything.
Ugh. They're so gross. They just like eat their buddies.
So do Shadow Paladins. The only difference is they sacrifice. They
It's
don't
more
gorge
honorable.
themselves. Way of the jungle, baby.
Hey, Will.
Yes, sir.
Question. Did you read a fan email last week?
Yes, I did. From
Who was it
Julian.
from? Hey, Cole and Will.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite. What's so funny? You still
Nothing.
laughing at my great Gold Paladin Rush deck?
No, I'm laughing at your revisionist history.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I plead the fifth. You know what my favorite thing about this year in Vanguard is?
Is it listener email?
How did you know?
Because I know you.
Okay, well, this one is from Curtis M. And remember, guys, if you want to send us an email, a listener email, which we need some more because we're starting to run low again, we can get those from you at drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com. The attention, the what's the word? Can't think of the word.
Subject?
Subject, that word. The subject to this email is salt! Exclamation point.
Salt bagels? Because salt bagels are my favorite bagels.
I've never had a salt bagel.
I like everything.
So good.
What is a salt bagel? What does one entail?
Okay, do you know how, like, when you get one of those big Aunt Annie's pretzels at the mall,
Yeah.
Oh,
and it has salt on it?
yeah.
All right, multiply that salt by 50 to 100 times,
All right.
and you got a salt bagel.
Oh, dang. That actually sounds pretty good.
It's so salty, just like me.
Hey, hello, Drive Check Podcast. As of late, my locals has come under an extreme case of salt. I was wondering how you as players deal with all TCG's common issue, salt. Thanks for the help. From Curtis. Well, salt.
Pepper is the answer. Bring pepper with you.
And hydrate.
Did I tell you guys
Salty.
about the last time I played in the local tournament?
You not.
No.
And I can't remember how I beat the guy in the first game. So it was a best 2 out of 3 game.
Was it the Angel Feather guy?
Was he playing Angel Feathers?
I remember you telling us about that.
And I got 3 crits at the end, and he was just so super angry.
Okay, maybe that was a different time, but yeah, I remember you saying that.
but I literally had a 3 crit turn. He didn't even check for heal triggers. He was just like, whatever. I'm so angry. I'm done. I'm like, dude, it just happens. It's not like I cheated.
It's not like you're stacking the deck.
No. I mean, and I'm sorry. Hello, Vanguard players of the world. You play Vanguard because there's a certain large percentage of luck involved in Vanguard. If you want to understand Vanguard, understand that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Vanguard is 100% skill.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why
concentrated power of will.
Yeah, power that I bottle that and send that out into the world every week.
The power of will. Yeah. That's what I was referencing.
That's why they say in the cartoon, it's like, why are they pulling so many triggers? Oh, because they're such strong players that the cards are drawn to them. Bull Oni. Okay? It's not how it works. It's a shuffle. You randomly pull on your drive checks and on your damage checks, and you get what you get. There's only if you want a game that's super skilled and everything, go play yourself some Pokemon, play yourself some Magic the Gathering, because those are Pokemon probably still has a bit of randomness to it, but A lot less than Vanguard.
Dragon Ball Z.
Is there a lot of luck in Dragon Ball Z?
There is not. There's a lot of luck, but unlike Vanguard, there's like a really high skill cap, and there's a lot of like strategy that you have to think through your plays a lot more, and you have to like think about what your opponent's going to do and make more predictions and stuff. So it's definitely a lot more skillful. So that's why I like the game so much, is because it's like Vanguard in that it can be sacky at times, and there's inherently broken mechanics in the game which just make it fun. But it also takes a lot of skill to play a deck properly and sequence things correctly. And this has been Jack's Dragon Ball Z podcast. Thank you guys for listening. No. Well, you see, salt is a problem because people just need to learn to chill. You just got to get some sugar in their life. You got to give them some sugar, and maybe they'll be less salty. Next time someone's salty, just go over and give them a little kiss. Give them a little kiss.
A little sweet kiss?
A sweet kiss.
You got to be a sweetie boy to their saltiness?
Yeah. Are you a salty guy or a sweetie boy?
I mean, I've kissed a lot of guys, so I have no problems doing that, but I can't imagine that my experience would translate to all of our listeners. But you can try.
You gotta make those salty boys. You gotta turn them into sweetie guys.
Yeah. Now you're talking my kind of language. I think if you could think of a phrase to say that would try to assuage somebody who's salty, what could we advise people to say? Like a kind
Would you like
thing
some
to
French
say?
fries with that salt?
No, that's just going to make them more salty. That's going to turn them into 2 salt bagels.
Hey, bud, don't worry about it. You'll get them next time. Champ blows them a kiss.
No. If you're going to do a kiss, you do a real kiss, like on their cheek. You don't blow, because that's a fake kiss. And everybody knows that girl who never really liked you and is just like faking it, and then she just like blows you a kiss because she wants to manipulate you to have you do her homework or some garbage like that. So,
So you make it.
Did you say fake it till you make it?
Did.
Well, that's incorrect. I think what you can say is...
I wasn't done. You got to crawl onto the table, push those cards out of the way, and kiss them right on the forehead.
I think that works. Or the cheek, not the back of the neck.
Juicy, sweet, juicy kiss for the salty guy.
And then that'll turn a salty guy into a sweetie boy. So I think some real advice is to just say... I really enjoyed that game. And, I'm sorry that, your luck didn't turn out so well this time, but you played well. And remember that we're playing this game to have fun. And that's the most important thing. And I hope you had fun because I had fun playing with you. Or something along those lines. I think that would make somebody feel better.
I like to point out if someone did like a really strong move that had me like through the ropes, or what is it? It's not through the ropes. It's that boxing term, whatever. And then I just somehow miraculously pull out a win, and I just laughed and I said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that." You totally had me. I really like the way that you did that with your Vanguard and your Rear Guard, whatever. I'm still in like the whole critique mode where I have to give positive, and then where there could be improvement. I'm still in that mode right there.
Have you been doing critiques of other people's work?
It's like every day, man.
Say something nice, say the truth, say something nice again.
Basically.
There's a term
sometimes
for
I don't
that.
even say something nice. I just say it nicely. Is that lying? What?
No. It's the poop sandwich.
The poop sandwich. I just spin it really nicely.
I feel like we've lost Jack entirely.
That's why
I was muted longer than I thought I was muted.
You can go back there. I'm just kidding, salty boy. Come here, let me give you a kiss.
I was waiting for the sound. Oh, now I'm a sweetie boy.
Oh God, where have we gone?
I think this is a sign that we need to start wrapping this up.
All right. What is our term of the week? I don't even know what our term of the week is.
Is darkness.
What is that?
Darkness.
It's the absence of light.
Well, in terms of Cardfight Vanguard, darkness is the dark irregular keyword. And you see, I was so salty in my loss against this clan that I decided to make this the word term of the week and discuss how dark it makes my soul. The darkness overtakes me when I lose to this clan. But I think I'm just going to read it over because I'm no longer a salty guy. I'm a sweetie boy. So I'm going to read over the effect and then we're going to wrap this episode up. Darkness remains active and can only be used as long as at least one card has been put into your soul during the same turn, excluding riding or moving to the Vanguard circle. Thank you for listening to. I'm just kidding.
So as long as you have something in your soul, you can have darkness.
You got that right, sweetie boy.
They certainly didn't make that difficult at all.
Nope.
Not at all.
All right. So, do we still want people are we still trying to get to 700 reviews in iTunes by the end of 2016?
I think we should get to 1,000.
All right. We want to try to get to 1,000 reviews in iTunes by the end of 2016. So we need.
If you already left one, just leave a couple more.
If you could, but you can't. But we do need 9,990 more people to leave reviews. I mean, 990 more people. So we can get to 1,000 reviews by the end of 2016.
We only need 982.
Do we have 18 reviews?
Yeah.
Well, congrats to us. All right. That's not so hard to do then. But if you could take some time, we'd greatly appreciate it. Just go into iTunes, give us a review, let us know what you think. If you want to contact us and just give us thoughts and ask us questions or have anything that you'd like to see as a topic for the program, send an email to drivecheckpodcasts@gmail.com. It's a very easy email to type, so just go right ahead and do that. And then I'd like to say thank you to SPJ and Nick Burgess for all of their help throughout the year. We're closing in 12 more weeks until Nick has to give us some new theme music. And I also want to say that usually episode 40 would have to be an interview. What, Jack, with your interruptions?
The year is over in 2 weeks. I want to know what you're referencing. What is in 12 weeks?
That would be our first anniversary.
Well, no, because we had a couple of weeks where we released multiple episodes, and we
only had 1 week where we did multiple episodes, and 1 week where we did no episode.
Didn't? Oh, snap. 5th episode. We're 12 weeks away, folks.
There you
go.
This
is a miracle on episode 40th Street, all right. Oh. The boys are indeed back in town.
I am not naming this episode that.
I will be so disappointed if you don't.
So once again,
I will actually be very salty. I will turn back into a salty guy.
Oh, I wouldn't want that to happen. Not to my sweetie boy. If you want to email us, once again, drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to reach us on Twitter, the podcast Twitter is drive_check. If you want to reach me directly on Twitter, I'm at @washinthesink. And Cole, you're at?
I'm at Cole_McCune, COLE_MCCUNE.
And I am at drive_Jack.
All right. Thank you guys for listening to this week's episode of the Drive Check Podcast. Rats. Nobody sent me a Christmas card today. I almost wish there weren't a holiday season. I know nobody likes me. Why do we have to have a holiday season? Emphasize it. Charlie Brown.
So that's not a flavor text.
It's a flavor. It's the flavor of the season. Don't be a salty guy.
Do you think Charlie Brown's a salty guy?
I think he sounds like a salty